The 1965 Norwich football team gained share of the first Iroquois League championship in school history, compiled a 6-1 record and outscoring opponents 224-43. Defeated Oneonta for the first time since 1956, and by the way, we have that game on YouTube if anybody wants to watch it. Dominated the Iroquois League All-Star squad with 5 first-team and 3 second-team selections. Created a citywide football euphoria that had not been evident in over a decade. Congratulations to the 1965 Norwich football team.
This could be fun. Earlier tonight, we spoke of Sal Bloom, who graduated in 1909. And just a little while ago, of Fred Loomis, who graduated in 2012. And somewhere in the midst of those 2 years is 1965. And 65 was quite a memorable year. The Voting Rights Act was passed. American astronauts walked in space for the first time. Dave Ring's beloved Minnesota Twins made it to the World Series. But a couple of dozen teenage boys made all of that take a back seat in Norwich because they ended a decade-long drought in football. To quote an article in the Evening Sun at that time, because Norwich had only gone 2-6 the year before, and in the Monday edition of September 13th, Coach Joe Grabowski enters the 1965 Grip campaign with the smallest number of lettermen, 7, but the most enthusiastic team in his 6-year tenure as head coach. Coach Grabowski says, "We're out to get them all. We have to consider this a building season. But with the hustle and desire the squad has already shown, it could be a surprising one as well." Well, indeed, Grizzy's words were prophetic. The season was very surprising to everyone, except for maybe these guys over here. They posted the first 6-win season since '53, defeated Oneonta for the first time since '56. But what was most memorable to me, victories did come, but was this citywide euphoria. Wherever you went, if you were in a bar, if you were in a restaurant, or the barber shop, you were in a store, everyone was talking about the football team, what the football team was doing. And the newspaper carried stories and pictures and cartoons daily. And the radio, of course, was a buzz. If you didn't want to take a long drive up the Ilian Gorge or to Oneonta, WCHN was on. If you walked into a store on Saturday afternoon, the game was on. And the fans came out in droves. Hundreds of fans came to Alumni Field, and by the time they played Oneonta that wonderful day in November, there was well over 1,000 Norwich fans there. But those enthusiastic teenagers are septuagenarians now. and their ability to hit the hole or to hold the block is a little suspect. But what they accomplished 59 years ago will be forever remembered. They enabled an entire city to be proud of themselves again and to have an entire autumn filled with happiness. Norwich football has existed since 1893, 132 years. And over that century-plus time, only 3 football teams have ever received this honor. One of them is the 1965, most of them who sit there tonight, and it's time now to give them their due and give them the honor that they gave back to Norwich that wonderful fall of 1965. Congratulations, guys.
To accept the honor from the 1965 football team, and I'm going to help Captain Jim Downey hand out the plaques, but he wants to say a few words first. So Captain Jim Downey is going to accept, and then we will make sure we call everybody up. So come on up, Captain Jim Downey.
Rich, I'm here to, not to sing our praises, I'm here to give some thanks where thanks is due, which I think contributed to our success as a team and also to this wonderful event tonight, to our ultimate recognition. And of course, you have to start with coaches. Team 65 acknowledges and expresses its thanks to coaches Krasbowski, Heffley, Gary Sprout for their dedication, their teaching and motivational skills. No team is successful without good coaches, and Team 65 had excellent coaching. And for that, we are forever grateful. Team 65 holds all of them in high regard, respect, and admiration. I know that Coach Heffley's family is here tonight, and that's special that you would take the time and effort to pay tribute to your loved one, and like I say, someone who we greatly admire and respect. There are 3 guys who never played it down, never suited up, but are fondly remembered and as contributors to team success. That would be equipment manager Johnny Vinyl. I see Ricky Aldrich. Ricky, I don't believe is with us anymore. I think Ricky passed on relatively young, but we love Ricky. And Darrell Hills. And they're all good guys and deserving of a shout out. And that's what we give to Johnny. There's a special place in our memories and hearts for Tom Lloyd, Doc Lloyd. Doc served as our team trainer. He taped our ankles, stuffed cotton up our bloody noses, and held up his hand and asked how many fingers do you see when we got our bell. And of course, we all knew the answer was 4, so regardless of how many fingers we were saying, we said 4, and he would say, you're good to go. Back to the game we would go. So, thank you, Doc Lloyd. Now, Team 65 had tremendous support off the field. And the band attended and performed at every game, home and away. It took 2 or 3 buses to transport the band members and cheerleaders. And no matter what the game, where the game, you could always know you weren't going to be there by yourself. You were going to have lots of cheering and support on your side. And all week prior to the game, the school halls would be decorated with banners and posters urging the team on to victory. And the student body all week long would have a number written on their left hand and a number on the right hand. The left hand number was the projected number of points Norwich would score, and of course the right hand was the projected number of points that the opposition would score. I don't believe anybody ever had anything other than a 0 on their right hand. I think the Little Falls game, I saw a lot of 63s, a lot of 72s. we didn't come close to that, but I think we scored 42. I think it was 0 though. Remember the airplane dragging the huge gold Norwich banner flying over the Oneonta game? And it was the Booster Club who came up with the idea and arranged for it. And that was a great boost to the team. I can remember Oneonta had just scored, and about that time the plane appeared overhead. And Oneonta had a tradition of they had a mortar on the edge of the field. Whenever they scored, they would cut that mortar off up the air and go boom, like a big firework. I remember the pilot being quoted as saying he thought they were trying to shoot him down. So all these things and many more were greatly appreciated by Team 65, and we thank all those who motivated us and cheered us on. And I want to say thanks, Team 65 wants to say thanks and much appreciation to the selection committee for doing the research and vetting Team 65 and deeming our accomplishments worthy of induction to the NHS Athletic Hall of Fame. It's a great honor that Team 65 truly appreciates and is proud of. So thank you, selection today. Thank you, Tom Rowe. An article in Evening Sun son on the team was truly a literary masterpiece. No doubt we'll be seeing you accepting a Pulitzer Prize award. But truly, it was very good. Enjoyed it. If anybody wants to know about Team 65, read Tom's article. Now, thank you for all your time and effort locating, communicating with Team 65 members. Much appreciation for all you've done on behalf of Team 65. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Rich Turnbull, for all your work in making these proceedings a memorable event enjoyed by all. Lastly, thank you and much love to the families and friends of Team 65 in attendance tonight. It is especially meaningful to be able to share this honor with those people that love and care about us and that we love and care about. Thank you to the families and friends of our deceased team members in attendance. The Peffleys, the Burtons, the Parkers, the Marianos, for a wonderful expression of love and tribute to Coach P, Harold, Jerry, and Jimmy. Thanks to all that in any way, large or small, that contributed to Team 65's success. Thank you.
Last week I called Captain Downey here, and he said, Rich, we need to make sure that we recognize everybody, and that's what we want to certainly do that tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce every member of the team. If they are here, I think I understand who's here and who's not, but I mean, obviously it's a team, so we're going to work through that process. But once we call it, Hawk and Jim are going to hand out the plaques to the members. So first we want to recognize the coaches. Head coach Joe Grzybowski obviously has passed on, so congratulations to Coach Grzybowski, also another individual Hall of Fame member. I believe Coach Peffley's family is here tonight, so come on up, Coach Peffley's family. Come on up, grab his plaque.
Thank you. He would be greatly honored.
I don't think Coach Gary Sprout was able to make it tonight.
No,
Okay.
he wasn't.
Okay.
We saw him today.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you to Coach Sprout. So there was 2 sophomores on the team. The first is passed on is Mike Voorhees. And with us tonight, Jim Slater. Now the juniors. 3 have passed on. Ron Mossman is, I don't think anybody from the Mossman family is here. Leonard Bill Smith. Is anybody from the Smith family? And then I know Harold Burton's son is going to come on up. Pete's in the back. So Pete's here to accept for Harold Burton. Unable to attend tonight from the junior class. If they are here, I apologize, but I don't believe Dave Blaisdell is here. Kevin Burr, Ron Colicchio, Mike Cummings, Charlie George, John Kroger, Scott Ripley, and Jim Rotunda. Well, congratulations to those. They were unable to attend. I believe we have 3 representatives from the junior class. First is Tom Brereton. Roger Gray.
Roger, turn around. We need a picture.
And Mike Robertson, who was very helpful, he gave us a lot of the information from his scrapbook, and we have it out there if anyone wants to look at it. And Mike was the one that provided the video of the football team that we have on the YouTube channel. I believe that he said that it came from Coach Krzyzewski's wife. So thank you, Mike, for all your help, and Mike's here tonight. Three seniors have passed. First is Rick Malloy. I don't believe he is here tonight, or his family. But we have family members from Jim Moriano. Come on up, please. And I know the Parker family is here. Jerry Parker's family. Please come on up. Unable to attend tonight were seniors Paul Herman and Tom Maxine. And then here tonight we have Bob Jones. Dick Bonsai Warner, one of the great nicknames. I believe he was the quarterback, John McNett. Don't realize we're old. Bob Park is with us tonight. He's not okay. He's not okay. Will Prindle. Now this last guy, I mean, in all seriousness, when Tom Rowe said, you have to find this guy, and I really couldn't. Pat Marks tried to help. I really tried to find him, and then every football team member that I talked to said, you have to find this guy. And I believe it was John McNitt that called me and said, I found him. I got him. And I've heard a tremendous amount of stories, and the funny thing about it is tonight, I was the first person here, and he parked right next to me, and I didn't even know who he was. So he was the person we couldn't find, but he was actually the first person here tonight. And I've heard so many stories about him, and this is Cliff Stone.